So I'm incredibly honoured and proud to announce that the 2017 Telstra Queensland For Purpose and Social Enterprise Award winner is Gail Ker OAM.
Thank you so much, and can I start by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land on which we're gathered tonight, and to pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging, and to say that this land always has been, always will be, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander land. And my job as CEO of Access Community Services is to welcome the newest arrivals into our country, particularly into southeast Queensland. And those people are refugees. People escaping some of the most horrific experiences you could imagine: torture and trauma, war, dispossession of their lives and their land and their countries and their traditions and their cultures. And to be part of an organisation that has open arms, open hearts to welcome new people into our country is not only a privilege, but it's the most humbling and passionate job anyone could do. I can't believe that every day I go to work, that's my job. Amongst those amazing people, of course, are the women. And those women at risk particularly, I can't imagine, as a mum and a grandmother myself, I can't imagine the plight of escaping those conditions, bringing your children and coming to a new country to settle, and to know how grateful and how appreciative they are of people like myself and my team, many of who are here today, that bring them into that community and tell them that they're welcome here, they are safe, they have a future here, and that they too have opportunities that myself and my kids and the people that work with and for me and for them will create those opportunities for them. So for me, it's those women that are particularly close to my heart and that I have a very deep passion for. A number of years ago, I was lucky to go to the United Nations in Geneva, and the then High Commissioner for Refugees, Antonio Guterres, had brought 10 women out of refugee situations around the world. And those women sat on a stage like this, one by one, and shared their stories. Some of the most horrific stories that would just turn your blood. From a woman sharing about a 12-year-old girl who was raped and murdered by her brother's best friend. And because she was a stateless person, because she was a woman without any identity, citizenship or birthrights, that person received a small fine and was never held accountable for the crime that he'd committed, because technically she didn't exist. So it was the most horrific situation, and those women at the end of their stories of sharing with us, the international community, asked us what were we going to do. And that haunts me to this day, I have to tell you. And all I can say is that each and every woman that comes into Access and into our services and the loving care of the people who surround me really care about those women. And I can try and make a difference for the women that I can touch the lives of. And can I just say to you that if you don't know a refugee, if you haven't heard their experiences, please make it your job to go and meet someone, and particularly those women. They are the bravest, most courageous women you could ever meet, and their passion and commitment to their children are no different to yours. And the goals and the desires they have are no different to the ones that you have. So please be welcoming, please be open, and please make their journey worthwhile, because they're here to contribute. And I want you to remember that Australia is a migration nation. Whether you arrived 5 minutes ago or 5 generations ago, we are all here now and we all belong. And most of us want the same thing, which is a decent human rights, democracy, laws, and a way of life that is still relatively safe and free. So this award for me is about giving a voice to those women and to saying to people like us in this room, and particularly women who I think share the compassion and the heart for those other women, that we all have a job and a duty to make people feel welcome in our country. So I accept this award on their behalf, not my behalf. And I just want to thank my table too. I feel like I brought Rent a Crowd. It sounded like it, didn't it? But to my kids, Tiana and Trent, and I just wanted to quickly reflect that I remember as, coming 20 odd years ago when I started my journey in community services, dragging them along to community events, walking through a shopping centre and being stopped by people who wanted to talk or ask a question and seeing the roll of their eyes. Can I tell you today where they work? With me. So, and my mum, who was a Spirit of Australia award winner, who has been the most selfless, genuine, unique human being, who is my role model. Is it nature or nurture? It's probably both, but there wasn't a hope for me to do anything else but to work with people, particularly women, and I come from a strong line of women, and I'm proud to be one of those strong women, and I hope my daughter continues that tradition. So to my board member that's here, Alina Goss, to Evan, Carly, to my family, to my mum and dad, I'm surrounded by gracious, giving people, and I hope that we all are that with the people that are in our community today. Thank you.